good, y'all? My name is Josh Tech, and welcome to another week in my life. And in this vlog, I am going to a Lucky Daye concert, so I'm going to take you all along. I'm also going to talk about challenges living alone because there's some pros, but there's also some cons. And as well, I am going to talk about some of my favorite tech content creators. I'm going to put y'all on to some really talented tech content creators. So I ain't going to waste y'all time, and let's get straight into it.
Ain't gotta be that difficult. I'm average, girl, you know I'm not the typical. I wanna kiss you, baby, more than physical. If I miss this moment, I'd be pissed off, yeah. Every time you move me around, do you can touch the nose? Alright, tell me the feeling is love for love. Don't lie, judging me, don't be in a rush to love. Oh, wow, we getting closer, baby, don't give up.
Baby, who you love? In my face like, baby, why? Who you love? Running lights up in his mind. See you at the finish line. Give me that green light, I'm on go. Wait, hello. Hey, I'm nervous.
All right, so now let's talk about challenges of living alone. Now, living alone, it has a lot of pros. Don't get me wrong, it's great. And they have great vlogs where people do living alone diaries and living alone vlogs where it's really good. It's great. You know, there's a lot of pros to it. You have time to yourself, to think, to journal, to be able to, just enjoy your life without, feeling like you have to do something or you have to, always be out. You can kind of just be to yourself if you want to. There's a lot of benefits to it, don't get me wrong, but there are some things that can be challenging, and one of those things that I like to talk about with regards to being challenging is managing all your household responsibilities by yourself. Now, this one is something that, can be very, very draining at times because, like, nobody's great at all of them. Like, nobody's great at just cleaning, cooking, doing every little task, laundry, all these type of things, and just having it all put together. Like, we're going to have ups and downs. Everybody has them. And that's something that can be like, very, challenging at times, trying to accomplish every single major responsibility on top of like your bills and everything like that. That can be challenging at times. Now, another thing that I want to talk about is like emergencies in regards to like, if you have a health emergency, if you're sick, maybe you're throwing up or something like that and you're vomiting and like nobody's there, that can be something that can be a challenge because you have to call somebody, but that may take an extra 15, 20 minutes or 30 to an hour, depending on how far a close friend is or how comfortable you are with asking them to come to help you. So that can be something that can be a challenge at times if you're going through something and you have to deal with being sick or being not at your best or feeling under the weather by yourself. That is another challenge. And I would like to say another challenge of living alone is just feeling lonely at times, feeling really lonely, like to the point where you're like, dang, like I've already sent my messages to my friends. I've already talked to people earlier today. Now I'm just by myself. And yes, I watched the movie, but what happens when you binge the whole TV show? Now you're bored. That can get to you at times, like, and it's a real thing. And you all can comment below if you all have experienced any of these, but like these are, I would say, the top three that I've noticed with challenges of being alone, because I've been alone currently for like over a year now, and it's something that I've had to adjust to, had to grow into and embrace, but also understand like, dang, I got to make an adjustment because this actually is something that's feeling like a challenge to me at times. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that real quick, tell you all about the things that I've experienced and just talking about something that you all may relate to in regards to challenges of living alone. So comment below if you all have anything, and let's keep it going. And now let me talk about my favorite tech content creators. So right now, I want to talk about some of my favorite tech content creators. Now, this isn't all of them. This is just some of them, but I definitely wanted to highlight them because I think that these individuals are extremely talented. They provide great content, and I'm all for supporting people that are doing great in this world and actually pushing tech forward. So that's what I wanted to talk about. It's not in a particular order as my favorites. These are just all put together as some great people that I watch on a consistent basis. Now, the first person I want to talk about is D Dames. He does tech content. And his content is its own style. Like, it's not like pretty much anybody else's. The way he edits is smooth, and I just always watch his videos because he represents New York very well, and it's just a great feels, a great style to the way that he shoots his content and talk about tech. Another content creator that I wanted to talk about is Josh J. Like, he's also based in New York, and it's another one of those tech content creators, and I've been watching him probably the longest, where he's literally a developer. He definitely talks about his career. He talks about improvements that he's making in his life, and just overall just providing great insights on what it's like to be a developer on a day-to-day basis. So definitely wanted to highlight him as well. Now, another developer that I want to talk about is Web Dev Cody. Now, he is a developer that just he just posts about coding, but it's very, very informative. It's very in detail, and you can learn so much by watching his videos. And he's very consistent, super consistent. Like, he's always posting something. He's always giving great insight, and that's why I would recommend him, and that's why he's one of my favorite tech content creators. Now, another tech content creator that I want to highlight is Trey Codes. He's a Flutter developer, and he's really passionate about Flutter, and that's one of the reasons why I consider him one of my favorite tech content creators, because I'm not in the mobile space, but I learned a lot with him talking about it and showing tutorials on how you can build various apps with regards to Flutter and Dart. So it's a very great YouTube channel, and I just wanted to highlight that. So next, I want to highlight a couple women. The first woman I wanted to highlight is Bacola. She's a software engineer as well as like a developer advocate in New York City. New York, they got the content creators and the software engineers, doing big things. But she is a very talented software engineer out there in New York, and her content is really good. Even currently now, she's doing like a job hunting series, which is very informative, very good, being very transparent on the process of landing a new role. So that's somebody that I want to highlight, because her content, like I said, is very informative, is very enlightening, and is very vulnerable and transparent that any software engineer or developer advocate or anybody in tech can relate to. So definitely want to highlight her. Now, the next person I want to highlight is King Ashley. She is a graphic designer, and she's one of the most talented graphic designers I have seen on the internet. Like, she's super talented, and like the way that she even shoots her YouTube videos is just very unique. It's very one of a kind, and definitely want to highlight her because she gives very good insights on how to, navigate your own business as a graphic designer or just as an entrepreneur in tech. And you can learn a lot of things, but you also can see like, dang, there's so many more ways you can be creative. And especially watching her content, it just can inspire you. It inspires me to just feel like, oh man, there's more things I can create, more things that I can do to add more color, to add more, bring more saturation into my vlogs, etc. So it's somebody that I highly recommend, and you all should see her content because she's super, super talented and super gifted. And lastly, I want to highlight somebody who recently mentioned that he wants to do more in the tech space as a content creator, and that is Ron Doug. And his content is one of the best on YouTube, no cap, because he's one of the most talented people that I know on YouTube overall. Like, and I watch a lot of YouTubers, but that's definitely like one of the top ones that I definitely, every time a video drop, I'm watching it because I know that it's going to be something different every single time, but it's also super high quality every single time. So yeah, that's all the tech content creators that I want to highlight. I'm probably gonna do a part 2 or part 3, in the future, because I'm gonna put y'all on to some great people that's on YouTube that you may not know about, but they're definitely making moves. They're definitely being consistent. They're definitely making tech and content creation more fun and more relatable, to everybody. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next vlog.